Hello, welcome to this kind of out of nowhere video. Twitch is launching their own streaming app called Twitch Studio, which is currently in beta, and I got invited to the beta. And I guess I have a precedent set for trying out new streaming apps, as a few months ago I showed you guys the Bebo streaming app, which I think is dead now. Rest in peace. But yeah, I just got this email. I haven't seen anything about it. In case you couldn't already tell, I already use OBS Studio, and it is one of my favorite streaming apps. Nothing has ever really come close to contesting it, except maybe Streamlabs OBS recently. For now, we will be comparing the new Twitch Studio beta to OBS Studio. So real quick, let's take a look at some of the features. So what features are ready to test? Guided setup to help you find your optimal settings, including connecting your mic and webcam. Customizable templates to get your stream looking just how you want it. Built-in activity feed, alerts, and chat to make it easier to engage with the community while you stream. So apparently stats built right into the streaming app are becoming one of those features that it seems like you must have. So we got the download for it. Let's go ahead and open it up. Okay, hello again, and it automatically detected my Twitch account. Nice. Continue. Ooh, I like that background. Welcome to Twitch Studio. Before your first stream, we'll help you set up your mic, webcam, layouts, and settings. Oh, personalize? Oh, well, we've automatically personalized some settings for you, but you can customize them further below. You always want it to be not too quiet, but you also don't want it to get too loud. I've actually been experimenting with my mic setup recently because this mic, while it sounds really good, it's also not very sensitive. So if I move around too much, I will like get out of like the good spot for it, and it becomes a lot less listenable very quickly. I'm pretty frequently going into the red, so let's just bump that down a couple decibels, maybe like 2. A noise gate keeps your microphone from picking up random sounds like keyboard clacks that are quieter than your speaking voice. All right, wait, let's turn off the noise gate and see if it completely disappears when I stop talking. So let's go ahead and click listen to mic. This might get kind of weird in editing, but whatever. Hello? Okay, this is me. I exist. Ooh, ooh. All right, so it doesn't seem like it's picking up the keyboard at all. I have like an audio visualizer in the background, so that's what that is. Let's go ahead and cover it. So yeah, it seems like it only really picks up the space bar because that is the loudest key, but yeah, it doesn't sound like it's picking it up. That's nice. I use these features in OBS Studio, but it's nice that it gives you a little description of exactly how it works. It kind of helps you to remove noises that are spontaneous and random. Noise suppressor reduces constant background noise, like sound from a fan or a fridge. So let's see what this sounds like if I turn off the remove background noises noise suppressor. We hear nothing now. Okay, if I remove both of them, I can hear some background noise. But if I turn on the noise gate, I don't hear the fan anymore. What about just the noise suppressor? Yeah, it works. Nice. Let's leave both of those on. Loudness equalization uses an audio compressor to make sure your microphone doesn't get too loud if you scream. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm gaming. Look at me gaming here. I'm gaming, dude! Okay. Noise. All right. Now we enable the loudness equalization. Guys, I can't believe it. I'm freaking gaming. Yeah, it definitely cuts it off right about here, which is nice. I use about all 3 of these, so I'm just going to leave them on. Pretty good of them to put this like right in the setup. I'm going to move the mic back a little bit because it sounds like it's kind of continue to webcam. All right, so you can either leave it at no webcam or you can go ahead and set up a webcam. Oh, look at that idiot. All right, I just turned on my light so that it looks a little bit better. All right, so pick a filter. All right, so here we go with the filters. Cold, warm, vibrant, vintage, faded, faded 2, pro. I mean, there's noise. Not sure what that's about. Lo-fi, gaming. All right, ink if you want to kill somebody, and X-ray if you want to kill somebody, but in a different flavor. All right, so we'll leave that on default. I kind of like a few of these filters. They look like they could be a good chuckle. All right, continue the layout. We've tailored some stream graphics for you. You can customize them in the app. I have main, primary screen for gameplay, a be right back, multi-purpose away screen, downtime, Multi-purpose screen for discussion. I don't know what this is. What is this? Oh, it's a screen for, so you have your webcam here and then you're like waiting for a match to start. I don't know who maximizes their camera in between matches. And then we have this BR back, which is kind of cool. And we have the main screen, like that background too. And then you can change the colors. So like the primary color affects like the background of the little follower thing and the webcam border and the color of the noise. That's kind of cool. And you have a secondary color, which is this dot. And then you have tertiary, which is like, all right, that changes the color of the borders. So that's pretty cool. So I'm just going to set it to purple because that's my color. I like it. Accent image. Oh, okay. So it's just like a little thing. Oh, so I guess every time there's an alert, it would do a different one unless you want a specific one. Let's leave it on Kappa because that's epic. And then you can set up a wallpaper. Pretty self-explanatory. These are really nice. I wonder where they got these from, or like if their designers made this. Also, this looks kind of like the background that I have on my wallpaper. Pretty nice pattern. Oh, okay. So it's not specifically just noise, just to be noise. It's like one of the patterns. Wow, this is kind of nice actually. Very easy to get. Like, I mean, it might not be the most customizable and it might not be the most personal thing, but it does look nice. I'll give them that. I like it. Nice. Okay, so you got that. Continue to settings. We've optimized your stream quality settings based on your computer hardware and internet connection. So you can tweak the settings, which looks a lot like OBS. You got the encoder, NVIDIA NVENC. So by default, I guess if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, it's set to NVIDIA NVENC. X264 may cause high CPU usage. If you notice degraded performance, please try one of the other available ones. In case you don't know, X264 is supposed to use your CPU, but in a lot of cases that like combats with your other processes, so usually you want to leave it to the graphics card. So I'm going to leave it on NVENC because that is what I use. There's presets, so I know I can handle 1080p 60. I'm not sure why it automatically chose that, but you can choose the resolutions. You can do 20, 30, 50, 60 for the FPS, and then a list of bit rates. I like how it goes up to 6,000. Yeah, Twitch actually does recommend 6,000 for 1080p 60. So since I changed the settings, it doesn't really know what's going on with my setup, so I'm gonna run another test. So it used 6% of my CPU, 648 megabytes of memory, which is perfectly fine because I have 16 gigabytes. No drop frames and 42 FPS. It's meant to hit 60, so I'm not really sure what exactly the check mark is supposed to convey, but okay. All right, so we are officially in, and it's showing my camera. Great. Oh, wow, it's actually been a while since I've streamed, but this looks pretty snazzy. So you can turn off the side columns if you don't want to do the sidebars. And you can also turn off the right panel if you don't want the chat in the activity feed. Okay, so you can't turn it off. Doesn't look like you can like tweak the layout of it. Main screen share. Main screen. If I change the capture, does that like change my stream's info to like change what it shows on the page basically? All right, so let's load up a game, I guess. If I choose Monster Prom as my app to stream. All right, it latches on. And it doesn't, okay, it doesn't automatically change the category. That's what I was wondering. Is Monster Prom allowed on Twitch? Yeah, it is. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you got that. And then it latches on just like a game capture would in normal OBS. And then, so you can also, you have the display capture. You can do your entire screen, monitor 1 or 2, or automatically capture full screen, and then you have the options to capture cursors or only capture this window. Okay. So wait, if I set it to my monitor. Okay, no, it doesn't have that option. I actually kind of like the way this is set up. And then also, when you, hold on, Spotify. Okay, yeah, as soon as you like choose it, it like immediately latches onto it. That's crazy. Can I edit the layout? Okay, yeah, I can. Wait, what did I... Oh, I'm moving the... Okay, so can I scale it up? I can scale it down. So you can manually set the position. So I could set it 10, 50. So yeah, you can micromanage the position. You can also change the size. If I just want to stretch it a tiny bit, I can just like, wait, sizing, stretch. Okay, so you have either fit, which keeps it the same aspect ratio, makes sure the entire program is visible on screen. Then you have fill, which will scale it up, but then cut it off on the sides so that nothing is, or yeah, you lose some information. It gets cut off on the side, but it does scale it up to fill the entire thing. And then you have stretch, which makes sure the entire thing is on screen, but it'll just stretch the aspect ratio. So I can also have a border. Ah, there we go. Yeah, it added a little purple border, which is nice. And then you could also, oh, you can do rounding on it. It's like the same color as the background, so I just couldn't see it for a second. Okay, so it's got some built-in options as you like click on it. So I guess I could do the same thing with my webcam. Capture format, auto optimize. Okay, so you can choose the size of it. So if I do full resolution, does it like resize it? You know, we can edit the border, make it black. Usually in OBS Studio, whenever you want to have a border, you have to like make an image and then put it over, and it's kind of a hassle. I like how that's built in, and with rounding too. That's nice. So we have chroma key, but it doesn't look like it's that useful because you can't like pick the actual color of your green screen or whatever's behind you. You'd have to tweak with it until you get it right. So far it doesn't look like I can like manually crop it though if there's a cropper. Wait. Okay, it does add the border back. Okay, so I was wrong. The cropper is up here the entire time. Press the check mark, and there you go. And then you can leave it in that aspect, or you can be an idiot and do this. And you just scale it down, put it in the corner, and now you're playing Fortnite. Oh, you can look at the different layers too, so I can. Ah, okay. So instead of so you could either click on them in the window or they select here. So if I turn off the game capture, I have the wallpaper, which I can do some stuff with. Oh, there's also a background color, or if you don't have the background, there you go. And then you could browse for whatever images you want. I like the one they had in there by default. Game capture's there. We did that. Webcam alerts. Aha, alerts. Oh, you can test out the alerts in. Ooh. So yeah, when we were doing the setup where the icon for the alert, we set it to kappa, and now every single one is a kappa. So I'm guessing you could go into the settings for wherever that is with the images and add in your own images, and then it'll randomly choose those, kind of like you would with Streamlabs alerts. Oh, alert icon, static Twitch CDN. So this is like the server where they have all the images that are in there by default, and then obviously you can choose your own. Here we go. This is a good one. It's a GIF too, so we'll see if it plays the GIF. Okay, that was subscription. Yeah, so it plays it too. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the customizability options that you have here, and it like very quickly automatically adjusts to whatever sizes and stuff you do. Very impressive. Yeah, changing the size of the window changes it for all of them, so they're all very consistent. But you can set the actual like, that's a nice composition there. I like that. Or color filter on the alert. Oh, perfect. I love that. I love that. It's like deep fried. I might do that. Embed web page, so you can also use other services. There we go. And then if I go ahead and test one of them. Oh, there it is. It just took a minute. So yeah, you can just import your old alerts, do whatever. Mine don't have any sound on them, but you can enable and disable sound, border, chroma key, color filter. It doesn't look like it has like a window capture, but all of the applications that you would want show up on here anyway. So whether it's a game or a window you want to capture, I actually do think that's kind of good, because I don't really see the reason why OBS like game capture and then regular program window capture. I wish it was actually kind of like this, where it's just screen share and then whatever app or the display and an automatic full screen. Wow, this is actually like very well thought out. I'm not gonna lie. So can I copy it? Copy, paste. The thing about the screen share, I like how it's consolidated, but it is a little confusing, and I'm also not sure how you're meant to copy sources. I can't right click and paste it. Screen share, text. Okay, so you have text, so hi. And then you can change the font. Doesn't look like you can choose a specific one, and there's only a list of very specific ones that you can choose from for some reason. I really hate it when they don't let you choose whatever font you have installed on your system to use. I'm not really sure why they would do that, but Trebuchet is pretty good. You can do heavy, normal, and thin. Okay, you can type it in so you can be like, yeah, okay, you can make it as big as you want. I also hate it when they limit you to like 72 or whatever. That media. So I guess you can insert videos just like you would if a VLC source. Yeah, this looks exactly the same. All right, here we go.
Hey y'all, Scott here. Big day for me. I finally bought a shoelace. It's really firm, and on one end we have a USB connector.
Doesn't look like an adjust the volume of it, which is kind of weird.
What? Oh my god.
Okay, solid color. I mean, you could probably guess what that is. Oh my god, it's yellow. All right, and then you've also got color gradient, which is a color gradient, and I think that is all of the sources that we have available to us. So let's go ahead and dive into the settings. So we've got general settings, language English, theme light dark, hell. Oh, and you can open your dashboard from here, which is pretty nice. It opened it in my browser. So, and then you could also open your stream summary, channel analytics, account settings, and channel page, all from here, which is pretty nice. Stream settings, pretty self-explanatory. We already went over that. Recording settings. Oh, so it automatically uses the settings from whatever you have set to your stream settings. All you can change is the path where it goes and the recording format, which is pretty interesting. That kind of sucks, not gonna lie, but for simplicity's sake, for, you know, new streamers, that is actually pretty good. And then you have audio settings. Most of this we already saw. Oh, here you can actually adjust the settings of the different things. So you can change the threshold on the noise gate. There's actually a lot of advanced options in these, which is actually pretty nice. It looks like they're just straight from the OBS filters, which is nice because they're very good. And I also like the ability to listen to the mic. And then you have your hotkeys, which is very basic. Streaming, so you can start, stop recording and streaming. Change hotkeys to change your scenes. Change hotkeys to unmute your devices. For some reason, I can't go to the video tab. Is that because I was editing the layout? Record video, start stream now. What do you mean setup stream? Yeah, so I guess it like gives you an automated process you can go through every time, so you can double check that you're on the right screen share and you're on the right scene. You got your audio levels, test them. And then you could go through, set up your settings, and then you get your final preview, and then it gives you the option to go live. Or you can just click here and start stream now. So now that we're not editing the layout, I'm going to go back to settings. I don't know why, but it will not let me adjust my video settings, and I don't know what's in there. I think that's the resolution and frame rate. Again, I don't know why it's not letting me edit that. Edit, undo, redo. So it actually has undo, redo, just like Streamlabs OBS, which is funny because OBS Studio still doesn't have it. Pretty nice overall. It's not perfect. There's definitely some stuff that they should adjust. You know, for now, it's actually pretty good. It's better than I thought it would be for a beta. A few things I'm disappointed about. It doesn't look like you can just, you know, copy sources and paste them in somewhere else. But it doesn't really look like it's like meant for that. Each thing is meant to kind of be like its own thing. Like when you set up the webcam, you know, obviously that's going to be there, and then you could give it a different look on each scene. This is actually pretty good, and I might actually recommend this to people who aren't streaming from their console, but also don't want to get way into, you know, messing with super advanced settings and like OBS and stuff. This is a good middle ground. It's not super limited, and it's not super complex to get working and not look like ass, because it's got some pretty nice templates, nice little design features that you can add. Like you can add borders really easily, and the sizing makes sense. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. If there are any other streaming programs you want me to check out, leave them down in the comments. Show me your child, and I'll see you guys later.